1 year ago, Commissioner Hansen presented the EU vision for agriculture and food, a bold plan to make the agri-food sector more competitive and innovative. Now, intent must translate into action, because our businesses need to keep supporting jobs, investing and innovating. This is critical for Europe. The European soft drink sector is a leading innovator and a key contributor to the European economy. We support over 1.8 million jobs and generate 242 billion euros in revenues across our European supply chain. We are truly made in Europe. 97% of our beverages are produced in Europe. More than 85% of our ingredients are sourced from European farmers. We've already started to see progress with the simplification omnibus packages. But the EU must move faster and put concrete enablers in place without delay. To support this, our sector has identified a few top priorities. 1. We're calling for policies grounded in robust evidence, thoroughly assessed, and that promote fairness across the food supply chain. And they have to recognize the importance of balanced diets and lifestyles. Second, we're also calling for the removal of outdated rules that lack technical or scientific justification, such as the rule which restricts the use of low and no-calorie sweeteners. This is a major barrier to innovation and to further sugar reduction. Third, at the same time, we're calling on the EU to make environmental rules simpler, clearer, and more coherent. Now, without lowering the green ambition. Too often, the current legislation is vague. And a good example of this is the exemption from the restriction on single-use group packaging, for packaging that is necessary to facilitate handling, a term that is not defined anywhere. We also need the EU to deliver clear secondary legislation and guidance on time. Setting targets first and then defining how to measure them years later simply does not work. And we have had this experience with the Single-Use Plastics Directive. Now, businesses are willing to comply, but they need clarity and predictability on how to meet the targets. Our sector remains committed to delivering progress. Now, we have constantly taken responsibility. The EU asked us to reduce on sugar. We are already doing so for years, and long before any soft drinks tax was introduced. We've also accelerated reformulation and expanded consumer choice to further support balanced diets. The EU asked us to become more sustainable, and we again stepped up. We continue to invest heavily in sustainable operations, in protecting water resources and nature, and in efficient collection and waste management schemes. All of this to advance packaging circularity. We've engaged, we've taken action, we've delivered, and we've often gone beyond both EU targets and our own voluntary commitments. But now it's time for the EU to accelerate its action and deliver on its side. We stand ready to keep engaging constructively and to keep doing our part for a more competitive and innovative soft drink sector, for a more competitive and innovative Europe. But 2026 needs to be the year when the EU delivers also on its promises.